Peace. As you come in, hit the like button. If you can hear me and see me well, put a number 9 in the chat. This is not going to be very long. If you can hear me and see me, put a number 9 in the chat. This is not going to be long, but it's very important. So I see someone that has joined. If you can hear me and see me, and put a number 9 in the chat. If you can hear me and see me well, put a number 9 in the chat. If you can hear me and see me, put a number 9 in the chat, please. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or see me. I see about 5 people in, and no one has put a number 9 in the chat. Masomi and Marima, I've never seen you here before. Okay, thank you. Peace, thank you. Welcome. Okay. Umali, thank you. All right, so yesterday I came on to let you guys know about this whole bank debacle, and me just opening my account, and then they closed my account. Like, I opened it a day before, and then the day after I opened it, they just abruptly closed my son's account and my account. And so I did tell you guys that I was going to go to the bank to find out why they did this, since they were giving me the runaround all weekend. And so initially, when I called the bank over the weekend, they were saying they could not give me information. They gave me a particular phone number to call, and that phone number yielded no results because it said that that department was closed. So somebody was working behind the scenes. You know, they were able to close the accounts or initiate the closing. However, there was no one for me to talk to. And so I called this morning to speak with them, that particular department, and they were saying, "Oh, I'm having trouble verifying you," although I gave them all the information correctly. And so they told me that I needed to go into the financial the branch. I needed to go into the branch and present them with identification, two forms, so that they could validate that it was really me. And then they would give me all the information that I wanted. And so I did that today. And when I was able to finally speak with this mysterious department that was going to give me, the reason for them abruptly closing our accounts, this is what they said. In the disclosures that we gave you, it states that either you or the financial institution has the right to end the relationship with any customer at any time. I said, okay, that's fine. And your reason for deciding to end the relationship that you just approved a day prior? And she reiterated what she just said. Like, she literally repeated what she just said, the script. She sounded like a bot. In your disclosures, you will see that it's written that either you or the financial institution reserves the right to end the relationship at any time, and we have chosen to end the relationship. I said, I can comprehend very well and hear very well. However, you're not giving me a legitimate reason or a reason at all as to why you decided to end the relationship. Oh, I understand, but this is all we have. This is the game that they're playing. This is the game that they are playing. Oh, Masoma Imrima from Cali, originally from Tanzania, been following you. Mambo VP. Okay, Mambo VP, Karibu. So yes. So I thought about this, and this thing has got some energy moving within me, and I was just led to really send this last warning to you all. Okay, it's here. The NWO is here. This social credit system is here. Someone wrote a wonderful explanation as to what it was all about, because I didn't elaborate on it yesterday. But, essentially, these people, with this system, this social credit system, they can, blacklist you. They track people, they track businesses, and they evaluate their trustworthiness and decipher whether they put you on this blacklist or not. And so I am now thinking about all of the stories that I was reading about online. And this financial institution is Bank of America, by the way. And so I was reading online about all these customers, and they were saying how they were in the middle of their transaction and they had this long-standing relationship with this institution, and they weren't able to use their cards anymore. And so I think about people who only have one banking relationship, like if this is their only banking relationship, and now you have been blocked out from being able to use your card. I'm just imagining them going into the store and they're buying food for their family or medicine or whatever it is. And now they can't do that because Bank of America and these other financial bullies and gangsters are deciding that they want to end relationships for no justifiable reason at all, or a reason that they want to disclose to the customer, block them from using their funds, and then those persons having to wait until they decide they want to send their money to them. I'm so grateful that I did not send and put a large amount of money in that financial institution. I am so grateful, but I think about all the others. I think about you all who have all of your money in these financial institutions and they have all the control and you have none. Let this be a warning to you. It is starting. It is here. Get your money out of these financial institutions. Get it out now. Or this fiat currency, get it out. This thing has been heavy on me. Get it out, you guys, because it is progressing forward. Give yourself the upper hand. Don't give it to them. Get your money out. Get the fiat currency out now. Now. So now they've made it so everything is digital. Everything. You have to use your card for everything. Now you use your card to get the food for your family. You use your card, to get all the necessities that you need. And now all of a sudden, this card is being blocked. And now you can't use it. And your account is now blocked and being closed, and you can't use it. What are you going to do? It could have been the story for me, but thank goodness I know better. But it is the story for several other people that I was reading on when I was reading online. It was their story. It was like we didn't have access to our money. We have to wait for them to mail a check to us. And then when I asked the woman today, when are you going to mail this check to me for the funds that were in my son's account, in my account? Oh, well, it's not, the closing process has not completed yet. And so I would have a better answer for you probably in about 24 hours. And then I could tell you when it's going to be sent out. And I'm reading other people were told that it was being sent out and they've never received it. 30 days is ample amount of time to receive mail in America. There's no reason why it should have taken longer than that. And then they say they call in and the people say, well, we mailed it out. We shall see. I will let you guys know how it's going and when I receive the funds that were in those accounts. But that's neither here nor there. My concern is for your safety and your stability. My concern is for your safety and your stability. It is progressing forward now. Take heed. So they had no legitimate reason at all for closing our account. They couldn't even give me a reason except reading a script that gives you no explanation at all. It's just a bunch of hoopla, just a bunch of bullshit. Oh, well, we reserve the right to end the relationship without giving the customer an explanation, and you just approve the account the day before. I don't give a damn. I'm not pressed to be with their financial institution. I'm thinking about the impact that this has on the people that put their money in these financial institutions. And now at any day, at any given time and moment, they're blocked and they can't use their card. And just like I told you all that years ago, they were starting to implement this requirement that you must have an account to have your direct deposit put into. It was starting even then. So just imagine, this is also the account that you have your direct deposit going into. And now, let's say those who are working in the matrix and you get your paycheck. You're getting your paycheck on a particular day, and now they have ended their relationship with you. They've closed the account, and now you don't have access to that direct deposit. What are you going to do? This is serious. This is not something to take lightly. This is your warning. What are you going to do? Because they have the upper hand. See, they have your money going in there now. So what are you going to do now? You need to take that upper hand back and just leave it. Leave them. Now, how you're going to get your direct deposit or how you're going to get your paycheck now, That's the question. That's the question. Because if you don't have the account, then you can't get your direct deposit. And especially if you're with a company who is stating that they don't offer paper checks, you're really in trouble. Now, how are you going to get it? It's not a game, you guys. Wake up. It's happening right under your nose. Don't get caught up. Don't be ass out in these streets. This is your warning. Good riddance BOA has been crooks for the last 20. They all have been, you guys. Most of these major financial institutions, yes, Uma, you're right. Most of these financial institutions, the major ones, their money comes from our blood, our sweat, and our tears. It comes from the time of slavery. That's how they've established their riches. That's the money that they have built these financial institutions on. Dirty money off of the blood, the sweat and the tears of our ancestors, those that have ancestors that were enslaved. This is where they get the money from. And then now they say, oh, well, we're going to just end the relationship with you. But you used my blood, my sweat, and my tears to establish this institution. And now you're going to say, oh, you're blacklisted. That's essentially what they're doing when they say they're ending the relationship with you. They're putting you on their blacklist. That's what's happening. Masomi and Marima, my daughter's bank account closed for nothing, bouncing one check, no one-time courtesy. Yeah. Yeah, they're turning up the heat, and they're really like progressing forward. Now, there are others like myself that was not the case, and yes, they should give a courtesy. They should. They know that people fall upon hard times. But that was not the case here. That was not the case for many other people who had been with these people for a long amount of time. I mean, these people were producing records showing, which I wouldn't do, but quoting credit scores, which has nothing to do with it, but quoting, saying how much they had, in the account, and they just have been blocked from getting their money, and the relationship ending, which means they have been put on a blacklist. Um, uh, Deetra Artist. Um, I serve the highest power, thankfully. He has all power. So, you guys, just take this as a warning. That's it. That's all I came on here, to say. Take this as a warning. The power of the source is within you. All of it is within you. Okay. So we need to be aware, and we need to take account and responsibility for the lives and the light that we have been given. So that doesn't mean that we stand by idly and then expect something on the outside of us to just do all of the work. It doesn't work that way. Okay. It doesn't work that way. You are the light. It was placed in you from the source. So take this as a warning and take the control. Take the control. Don't be ass out in these streets. You have been warned. And it's just like what my son and I went through when we went to Ghana. And everybody was thinking that it was an isolated incident. Oh, or it just happened to them. And then look how they progress forward. Told your butt that you better be vaccinated to get out of here or to come in here. That was the warning. When you giving people false positives on purpose, just so that they can fund or pay for upgrades or whatever it is you're wanting them to pay for in one of your locally owned uh skanky hotels. It's the same thing. Nothing happens for nothing. Just remember that you have been warned. That's it. That's all I have to say. Um, don't toil. So that's it. Good people, peace, love, and light. Have a beautiful day.